Okay. Alright. I think we got it going here. Let's double check. I'm gonna take a moment here. Just make sure everything's working just exactly right. All right. How we all doing today here? Alright. Well, from what I can tell, looks like we're rocking. How we all doing today? We got Lairs. Yes. Whoa. Excuse me. Wait a sec. What's this popping up here? Yasul, Jake, what's happening? Shads, Cool Cat with a Hat. We got the Richie in the house. Michael, Soviet, Alpha, Alfers, sorry, Desla. It's Cal. Got Zap in the house. Richard. We got Buck, David. Paradise, in Paradise. Crytosis. Northern Chunky. Taking ship requests? Sure. Yeah, might as well. I don't think we really have much of a plan here. Rust of Rumble is very boring. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually played it, which... You guys have been giving me a lot of feedback. I haven't had any time this week, so... I figured, you know, if I have a limited amount of time per day, then I can either keep grinding the main campaign, keep trying to make videos, or just play the Rust and Rumble. Can you try the Shine Horse torpedo build? What's up, Luke? Zarkun, what's happening? Fists of Breaker, Pack Attack, Cheshire. Yeah, we could bust out the Cheshire. Mopar, Fists of Breakers. I don't. For some reason, it sounds like you guys are telling me that I'm the only one who thought the Cheshire was any good. The problem with those, I don't know if people are running them through like a DPM chart or whatever. I'm still making my DPM chart. I just finished up the Destroyer one last night. So I got a lot of stats I'm compiling, but they're all like computed by calculators, so they take a while to put together. But usually those heavy hitting type of guns, they have lower DPMs. Cheshire cannot take a shot from any angle from a battleship. That's why a lot of people aren't going to like that one. Just makes it really hard to play. We got Battler in the house. Stylo, what's happening? Alaska or Benham? In terms of what I would prefer, or what? Play some tier 2 or 3. Oh. Rust and Rumble. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate because I think the Ognivoy is really good, but yeah, I just don't have Greasy Sam, Lazarus. I don't know. It's, from what you guys are telling me, it's like 200-300 games of the, basically like a team version of the Duck event. I just don't have the time or the inclination for that, so unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get that ship. Think you're the only one who thought the Cheshire is any good? Yeah. It's a hard ship. You got to really play with the concealment, and you got to kind of have an ambush mentality. I don't know. I mean, I haven't I thought it was fine, but that's why you should always get a second opinion. Benham? I don't have the Benham, guys. They give it to me for a week and then they snatch it away. We could warm up with a tier 3. Arkansas kind of sounded intriguing. T-Bowl weekend potato harvest. Usually we get ground up in the potato harvester ourselves. Every other Cheshire review concluded it's basically garbage. Yeah, I don't. When I do my reviews, guys, I mean, hopefully you understand this when I'm doing them. I'm just trying to demonstrate how I think the ship's played. You know, I'm playing, you know, roughly 10 games is what I shoot for. And so after 1 or 2 games, plus looking at the stats, I can usually say, all right, here's the idea with this thing. And then if we try that out and it works, then I'll keep playing that style. Otherwise, I'll keep tweaking it. I'm not there to say this ship is worth $50 because $50 to me is worth less or more than it is to you, and same thing for the next guy. So I'm not there to give buy advice. I really haven't been there to say, you know, I think this ship is better or not. I might do that with different content coming forward, but not the early impressions video. I'm just basically trying to say, here's how I think this ship should play, and then giving you guys some footage to look at. But, you know, you guys always, like, people were asking, what do you like, London, Exeter, or Cheshire better? I don't fucking know, you know, I'd have to play all those ships 5 times in a row, each back to back, to get a good idea. Anyway. There's probably other community contributors that are just giving it hard buys or hard passes. There's people that are viewers of my channel that buy every single ship. They you know, speed up every single campaign, and they clearly have way more money than I do. So for them, maybe it's no skin off their nose to get a new ship that, you know, it's different. Maybe it's not the best ship known to man, but it's different, so it might be worth $50 to them. But if you're in the opposite end of the spectrum, or like I can't afford any premiums, or I can get 1 premium a year, then, you know, that $50 or whatever it costs is dramatically valued differently. So I don't know. What's up, Ben? How you doing? I don't know that mine concluded this garbage. People were commenting on mine that all you other guys were trashing the ship, which that's fine. I would, you know, as the week progressed after I released that video, I was thinking it's, you know, kind of similar to the Indianapolis, where you can't really angle against battleships very well. You can't, I mean, the guns, if you can get them in position to do work, they can shred people. You don't have the radar, obviously, but, you know, I didn't watch anyone else's reviews or read anything, but from you guys commenting on my videos, it sounded like some people were saying they didn't like the lack of consumables or whatever. I don't know. Have they ever buffed a premium? That's a good question. I can't think if they have. They're extremely, extremely reticent to ever debuff premium, just because, I don't know, there's probably laws in some countries that they do business in where, you know, it's kind of falls into false advertising. If you sell a ship at this stats and then someone says, okay, I like that, I'll buy it, and then all of a sudden 2 days later they nerf the ship and then it's not as good as what you bought, then I don't know if I don't know how the law would work here in the US, but I'm sure it's a little bit, I can't imagine that would fly in Europe. What's up, P-Folk? Influx of new players is always a good thing. Yeah, it's just, there's a lag between when they join and when they are pleasant to have on your team. But yes, overall it is a good thing. I mean, the more players that we can get in the game and then up to speed, the better it'll be for everyone. Yeah, let's fire this thing up. 3 ships away from the Bismarck, yeah. Like how the Cheshire looks. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. For some reason, I don't get affected by ships' visuals like you guys do, but in terms of whether they look good or not. I guess they all look the same. I mean, we'll fire the Cheshire up once or twice today. You guys can get some more looks at it. Gin tonic streaming. There you go. Can you play the Nelson? Yeah, we could bust that one on. You guys just have to remind me because I'll forget about 12 seconds from now. Appreciate everyone tuning in though. Fiji most likely. I mean, the Fiji is one of the best ships. Yeah, I'm definitely never. I don't know. I mean, that's my approach to the early impressions videos, so rather than say that at the start of all of them, which maybe I should, because a lot of people view them independently. You know, it's just kind of implied that that's what's going on, but I'm never going to play 10 games in it and say, this is better than that, because that's not enough to really get that figured out. Alright, what's going on here? T22 wants us to spot.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Alright, this guy's bailing. This map is... If you get it on domination mode, I kind of like the map, but capture the base, you really never know what anyone's gonna do. Oh shit, missed the ball. I'm trying to get that off before he drops. Oops. What's going on with this controller today? Alright. I think I'm like jerking my aim and I'm bashing him right in the face. We'll take it. Alright. So I got 2 destroyers. Oh, he's got the Ed Hockney. Some of you guys have already ground that out. Can you just straight up buy the Ed Hocknick yet, or is that... Do you have to grind it at this point? Probably these low tier games, I never know what the torp ranges are, because I, you know, that Carl probably... He should have launched, but... They could be like a 6k on torp that would never get anywhere. Scharnhorst or Nelson? I don't know. I mean, the Scharnhorst is pretty iconic. They're both really good. I mean, if you said you got to play one of these in ranked or something, I would probably play the Nelson. Alright, what's going on here? These guys are moving up, so that's enough pressure there. This center, I mean, you can see pretty much the whole... Both teams are overloading the west, so I'm just kind of moving in that position. Should be able to catch this guy, though, or the cruiser back there. Another Carl. $6K-ish gold. I thought it was like... Do you have to boost the stages, or can you just buy it? Alright, let's see if that does anything. Come on, Sims, what are you doing? Alright, T22 just got rocked on the east, so... Depending on if I can keep this cruiser alive or not. Might be boned. Where is he? Oh, he's rushing him. Okay. So he's 100% dead. We already know that. Oh, he's beached, actually.
Enemy severely
I
damaged.
think we can beat these two pretty easily. Problem is this guy's gonna get torped. And then we're gonna start getting double-sided. It's a low enough tier game where you can't really assume our team's ever gonna look at the map and see what's going on. I mean, tier 7 games, you can't assume that these days. Alright.
Enemy battleship foundered.
I mean, if this guy can straight up kill the... Oh. If he could straight up kill the battleship, could probably deal with the other Hotnik. Alright, Carl. You're next. Bullshit. Give it to me.
The ship is on fire.
Oh my god. Didn't even hit him. Nelson with AL Nelson. Yeah, that's a good combo. The problem I have with the Nelson is I want to HE spam with it. Like the games where I just only load AP, I always do way better. Alright. Come on, dude. Problem is these... Maybe I should turn this way. Oh, he's already getting snotty over there because no one's helping him. We'll help him.
Problem solved, sir.
Honest, thanks for subbing. Let's see if I can put this guy down. If this guy wants to come back, you know, if you're... Trust me, I whine about my teammates as much as the next guy, you guys know that, but if you're whining about the teammates, like, first and foremost say, can I, like, go towards them to get some support? If you're sailing away from them, makes it harder for them to help. Alright, what are we doing here? This guy's shooting HE, so I'm not really worried about him at all. If I can get a shot in on this guy, we might keep this battleship alive. He's definitely gonna now. Ah, we missed behind him. That thing shoots, what is it, 16 torpedoes, or it's 4 launchers, either 3 or 4 per launcher. So I mean, if you get suicide rushed by that thing, you're gonna go down. New York shooting HE. In my opinion, 90% of the new players, like the brand new players, the first line to do is the American battleship, and for some reason most of them only shoot HE. I guess it's probably more consistent damage for them, so they figure what the hell. And so this duel against the destroyer would be easier if this guy was dead, because I don't want to... I'm going to have to be maneuvering against this guy, and if this guy gets a free shot at the side, it's going to hurt. But we're definitely going to have to show down against this Hocknick here. I mean, I guess the textbook play would be to sail away from him, but the problem is the New York can't hold the base. We know that. He's just too brand new.
The ship is on fire.
Fuck that. Are you serious? Alright. Right now this guy's using island cover to gun me. Interesting. Interesting. What's up, Psy? mean, this New York should be able to beat that guy, right? Even with HE. Alright, this guy's coming around. Now his torp range is point blank range. I gotta stay full speed. This thing's pretty slow, so dodging that shit ton of torps is gonna be tough. In fact, you know, this is like a bad play, but whatever. Give this guy the old juke. I mean, he's trying to... I think he's trying to get me to come right up by this island, and... if he's not going to rush me, yeah, I'm going to take the time to load HE. Alright.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Izzy Slaw. Izzy can suicide torp that guy. So I don't think even... This is actually, the destroyer might be going back to help now that I'm looking at the situation. I mean, that's what he should be doing, whether he's doing that or not. There he goes, yeah. If he torps at New York and then goes south to go on the base. French cruisers were your first line? That's not exactly the easiest. Caesar is the best tier 4. I mean, you got the Nikolai 1 over there in that tier. Looks like he's going north. What else you got at tier 4? I mean, tier 4's got a lot of premiums that are like pretty damn good. See, here's, if you watch my video, I think it was yesterday, about being on the cap, like, I don't have to go up here, and number one, I don't have the time, because this thing's slow, but I don't have to go up there and help support this, because all the time this guy's been on this cap right now, we've gotten so many points from that he can go ahead and die, and he'll kill this out of Hocknick in a fight anyways. But by coming over here, let's say there was 8 minutes left in the game, if I'm still coming down here, then I can still potentially get the resets. There he goes. Ravel's inspiration? Who's Ravel? Is that the battleship or the... Yeah, this guy... Nah, I mean, it's a fine inspiration on here. I guess if we're going for a pure DPM build, you'd have to do it, but... I would rank it... Reload time, to me, is less important than other things. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I would take these two on any battleship before I put the Ravel on there. That's just my personal take on the matter. Marblehead? Oh, yeah, I could possibly bust that one out. Alright, let's get some new members shouted out here. I forgot. We haven't streamed for a couple weeks. Last weekend I was all tied up. We got Adam, Buck, Steve, and Troy were the new ones. We got Paul and Todd either rejoining or upgrading. Thank you guys for the support of the channel. Appreciate everyone tuning in as well. If you are interested in becoming a member, the join button is down by the subscribe button, or you can go to the link in the description. Is the Iowa worth it? I mean, it's one of the... It's not as powerful as it was, just because there's other good ships that have been added in the game, but keep that Marblehead in mind, Stylo. Let's see. Man, there's a fuck ton of... What can we play? I was thinking maybe a Warspite would be kind of fun. Why don't we do Warspite, and then if you guys remind me, we'll try the Cheshire. Kamikaze best tier 4, yeah, that's another one that's like, damn, you know. So there, I mean, tier 4 premiums, you got Kamikaze, you got Nikolai 1, you got the Gulio Sachare. I think there's, what else is there tier 4? There's some good ones. I mean, it's basically like the tier 5 tanks in World of Tanks. Let's see what else. They had Hocknick. I wouldn't put that quite god tier, but that's good. Marbleheads. I mean, some of the best scores I've ever had were in Marbleheads. Yeah, so you got 4 or 5 pretty damn good premiums at tier 4. Can we get a game in the GK? Maybe. Been a Boise junkie? Ah, that's a good one. Alright, what do we got here? We got tier 6 Colorado Cena. Good look out for those guys. A lot of cruisers to shoot at, which is great for the war spite. This thing is one of the most accurate battleships, if not the most accurate. Plan on grinding the Agni. I want the ship, but I can't. Carlos coming in hot. Little hippo making it rain. Appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, Carlos. Rule Britannia. Hold on, let me hit that like. That's actually pretty. That's a good idea. Slamming that like button around a little bit. Sometimes if I take the line I do here, it can be a problem. So you can't disengage for a little while. Yeah, this guy's going. Let's see if I got time to turn around there. Yep. Oh, nice dodge there, Chief, because that was going to sink yo ass. Oh, I need support. I'm in the back broadside. Getting shot by 3 battleships. I'm sure he doesn't need support. He's probably getting destroyed back there. Come on, keep going in a straight line, my boy. Oh. Got the Iowa, wasn't impressed. I mean, well, the Iowa's day in the sun isn't, it's pretty much over. I mean, it's still, we could play the Iowa, if you remind me of that one. It just, those of you that were around, you know, for the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months of the game, it was like 6 Iowas, all of them parked on the moon. Most of them didn't even bother installing a forward on their drive systems. They just, to save money, the US government just stopped putting the option to go forward. If these guys actually rush me, they could maybe get some problems going with the torps. Oh, look at our destroyer, just... He's like, fuck these guys, let's just go straight for the base. But yeah, I mean, the Iowas, they just sit their nose in. I mean, they're pretty tough to deal with in that situation. Yeah, I really don't think I want this guy getting that close to me. This guy, you're in trouble. You ain't angling against that. And then he gone!
We destroyed an enemy
Oh,
cruiser.
fuck. There's the torps that we were worried about. Yeah, Königsberg, when he got a war spite 8 kilometers from me, that's not a good combo. Can you fucking help a little bit? Jesus. Bullseye. Come on, dude. Stop shooting me. Just knock it off, will ya? And this guy, who the fuck is the Bayern? Is that this guy? No.
Torpedoes to port.
I know more about wind than you do. Hey, Jay. How you doing? Oh, shit. Nice, our team is shooting destroyers. I'm not really gonna have to do that much this game. We can just dev strike a couple more destroyers. Call it a win.
We sank an enemy destroyer. Our team has taken the lead.
Easy. Yeah, if you're gonna put Lee on one or the other, I would go with the Alabama. I've had some... I actually did a video with Lee in the Iowa way back. Back before you could get Sims reliably. Okay, let's see what this guy's doing. Look out, look out, look out. Oh. You lucky little fuck. I think that destroyer that's on their base is the one that spawned by us. He just basically beeline straight for the base. Whatever. We didn't really need them because they're all cruisers. The problem is if there's a destroyer over here, this entire thing could be shut down. We'd be like... We could potentially be on the losing end of things. That was a couple of easy ones. Maybe we should just play low tiers today. How are the potatoes today? They've actually been fairly palatable, surprisingly. Potato ate. Rare ships that no one sees anymore. Alright. That game, I mean, this guy would have gotten overwhelmed. But I feel like we could have almost put the control down that game, because the rest of our team handled everything else pretty well. Playing a lot of... there been a lot of Dewey polishing? No, I mean, I haven't really had any major complaints. The first game we played was Tier 3, so it is what it is. But our team handled that one. And then this one. Pretty straightforward. I mean, we barely did our HP, but we kind of held down that side against the 3 or 4 cruisers that were over here. So, no complaints yet. Give it time, though. Wait till you get to Tier 7, the tarts are strong. Yeah, I'm almost to the point where it's like... We're just going to declare, like, Tier 5, like, the good competitive tier. Give the Vanguard the Warspites accuracy. I think that's the one thing... They've never said it out loud publicly, I don't believe. Maybe you guys keep up with what Wargaming says more than I do, but I don't think they've ever said we've changed the accuracy on this thing. But that was like, you know, on buff number 4 for the Vanguard, I'm pretty sure they tuned down the accuracy at the same time to make it not too overpowered. But that is the most frustrating part of that ship. It's... You know, sometimes you pull the trigger and it's like, ooh, yeah, check that out. Sometimes it's like, you're not 100% sure if you had the target selected or not. Yeah, I just want to... I mean, this guy should capture unless the destroyer resets him, I guess. Alright. Take a 2-0 start. Greetings from Leeds. My favorite Who album, Live at Leeds. Only a matter before the Dewey. It's Dewey, George Dewey. Although Doofy's same idea. Oh yeah, they'll definitely turn up. Don't worry about it. How we got the highest score? I guess that was just a nice balanced effort from the team. Warspites Classic, that's of course the one we blanked that season of Ranked with Chile. Alright, let's try the Cheshire. Where'd he go? Maybe I got it favorited because I was doing videos. There it is. Oh. Maybe I want to try a game of that Rust and Rumble just to see what it's like. Cruiser line, would you choose to grind? Yeah, Zap's got it. Japanese cruisers. Just because they're still one of my favorites. I still probably would roll with the Mogami if I had to go into war. But in terms of if you angle them, you can protect them the most, I feel like. I mean, the Germans, you can, well, up until tier 5, they're all made of paper. But the York, the Hipper, you can angle those pretty well. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, Japanese. If you get the Japanese mastered, you can play cruiser at that point pretty well. Yeah, what do we got going on here? What am I in? Cheshire. Fuck. Tier 7, we might get knocked around a bit. Let's see, maybe we'll play this side of this island. Alright, we got 1 destroyer per team. Odin. Backing up or just sitting still? Can't tell. Yeah, we gotta be really careful here because these guys, if they're using our cross-map strategy that we were talking about the other day, it could be pretty dangerous for this one. Rust and Rumble's not good. Yeah, that's what you guys have been kind of implying. Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna have enough time to grind that out and maintain my sanity. So I just decided to make the call to forfeit the Ognivoid. Whoops, BP. I don't know if this guy squirted out of the cloud if we're getting smoke fired, but I don't think. Probably right at the edge. That's gonna be hard though with the Vlad and the. What the fuck is this guy doing? Jesus. These guys that go backline sniper roll with the Germans. We're gonna have to help pile on though, because this guy's definitely gonna get torped, and I don't want this Colorado to be alive when that happens. Okay. I mean, I think if you want to conceptualize this, I think it's similar to the Alaska in that you can't really. I don't think you should expect to see like consistently like really high barn burner damage type games like you can get on a Kutuzov, for instance. That one, all you have to do is lean on the trigger, and you should get 200,000 pretty much every game. This one, though, you kind of have to. It's like the Alaska, where your worth is in your ability to kind of surprise and ambush people all of a sudden. If you can get into those positions where, you know, you can get close to a cruiser that's broadside to you, they're really in trouble, you know. Alright. So, I mean, in terms of how the ship handles, it feels like a Baltimore to me in a lot of ways. In terms of role, it feels like Alaska, which I think is a very specialized role that doesn't really become that useful every single game. It's just kind of situational. If that makes sense. Miss Neptune's beard, yeah.
Our team has taken the
I
lead.
still, like, out of habit, hit that command a lot. If you can believe that. Let's see what this fucking guy's doing. Yeah, I mean, Wichita's got great concealment. We're out spotting him. Let's see. It's like, assuming we can actually get these shots to land, this is kind of what I'm talking about here. Like, the ability to wreck these ships that aren't prepared for you. But the Wichita straight up should be able to beat the fuck out of us. So, that didn't really work. He was angled just enough that we couldn't really do anything to him. Alright. Where are all the torps from the destroyer? To Benson? How does the Benson have 2 kills? Oh wait. Yeah, how does he have 2 kills? A little confused here. Okay, so the Vlad died and then something else died. Odin surprisingly hasn't taken a shot yet. I'm wondering how he hasn't taken a shot. Oh yeah, he went backwards. Yeah, this game we're not going to do anything. I got news for you. Unless the Benson hightailed it out of there. But, there it is. No. Oh yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Did you launch them both or just one?
Torpedoes
Just another one. Whoops.
Has taken the lead.
Not the best torpedo there, Chief. But we're still probably gonna die because that Wichita should be able to fuck us up. Now we should be able to angle against this Wichita. But we definitely need some help from the old team, which is a problem. There we go. Oh. Yeah, let's just get this fucker dead. I don't really care what happens as long as we kill the Benson. If the guy stays on sea and captures that, we should be able to win. I think he's going to come down here and rush. There you go. I can just ram this fucking guy.
We destroyed their
He's going to try and ram me. Dewey! No! Yeah, that ended up being better than I thought it would be. But, I mean, if you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying there early, like, the Wichita is probably one of the hardest cruisers to citadel, but if he was a little more broadside and we snuck up on him like that, we could have potentially death struck him or taken him off in about 15 seconds. But there's other games where you just can't get anything going like that. Nelson's trash. Graspy's guns. I can't remember what they are. I can maybe bust out the Graspy. Let's see how we're looking here. This Odin. Come on, dude. Not a scratch on it. Alright, that guy should go down. If he kills this thing, it might be over. Take that trade? Yeah. Well, for sure, anytime you can take a trade a tier 6 cruiser for a tier 7 cruiser, especially the Wichita. Damn, dude! You definitely want to take that trade. But we could have lived there and the guy still would have died. That's actually the right play for him. He wants to get us off there for sure. Is Bismarck burning or not? Alright. I'm going to assume that one's a win. We'll check back. Love how non-Brits pronounce Cheshire. Yeah, this isn't the channel to come to if you want to hear the properly pronounced ship names. Hope to see another game in the Cheshire later. Yeah, we can bust it up. You just gotta remind me. Let's try the Iowa while we're at. That's kind of intrigued me. Oops. No. There we go. I mean, I like playing the Alabama a lot better than the Iowa, but what do you guys think? Which one's better? Oh, this one's got Transformers. Doesn't it? No. Is it the Iowa? Oh yeah, here we go. Who's this guy? Optimus Prime or some sort of robot? Oh, the Cheshire Citadel battleships. Surprisingly good. That's I had other videos that demonstrated that. I can't remember which. I had some. Oh, it was the. I think it was the Capture the Base mode game. I wanted to get some strategy involved with these reviews this week because my thinking was, if we get some new players that are checking out the reviews, maybe they'll actually realize there's strategy elements into the game that they're not picking up on. So I didn't really go with barn burner type videos this time, but yeah, you actually can citadel the battleships in certain situations. But that's something I'm still testing out as to how good that is. When are they releasing the IJN gunboats? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, initially they still said there was another split coming into the game this year. At least that was the game map the game plan they laid out during the summer. Now that could have potentially gotten delayed because of everything going on, or if they're still following that schedule. Initially I was like 90% IGN gunboats in that slot, but now with all these British heavy cruiser premiums coming out, I'm starting to think maybe they're going to do that split instead. So we'll see. But what they said about 4 or 5 months ago was they're going to try and do one of those by the end of the year. I kind of hope it's the Japanese gunboats because that's an interesting line in my mind. Let's see, what do we got here? Jean Bat, Roma, Vlad. Bunch of dog shit. Are you gonna turn or not? I'm kind of thinking they don't have a destroyer here because we got massively outspotted that guy. I mean, we never actually got, well, now we did, but initially we weren't spotted by him at all. Come on. 4 penetrations for 4,000 damage. I understand one of them was a turret shot, but that doesn't even count as a penetration, I don't think. There is a destroyer over here. What the fuck? What are you doing? Come on. Oh, he stopped? Any thoughts on which cruiser line might be the best for a slow-thinking battleship lane player? I would still say, I mean, my advice has consistently been Japanese cruisers. Number one, I just think they're really good. But, I mean, now if you're saying you want to play them really slowly, kind of park behind islands or something, it sounds more like an American type of cruiser playstyle. Give me a sec here. So potentially that would be a good option. Because you've been playing the game for a while, so if you've been playing battleship, but you want to try a cruiser, maybe you know, you probably know enough about the game to understand what the American light cruisers are trying to do. So that might be a good option. I mean, usually with those, what you want to do is find cover and then stay in cover. Come on, guys. Shoot this fucking thing. If I get torped by a fucking Minsk, I'm gonna get really ticked. There you go. We've actually had teams shooting destroyers today. Not something you see very often. Yeah, that's 9 from the Akatsuki. Jean Bart on the moon, angled in, shooting HE. What a life you lead. Look at the fucking gravitational influence over here. 1, 2. This guy's not really in the cluster. 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 ships within like a square 0.5. Yeah, this is looking like a loss unless we can kill the Sakatsuki and get on A pretty quickly. Okay, he's angling towards the torps. Let's see if we can hit this. What the fuck are you doing, man? I don't. There's no giddy up in these guys' steps. I don't see. Look at this shit. We'll give him 3 cheers for that one. Rushes a fucking cruiser, hits him with 2 torpedoes, misses the rest of them, and then gets torped in return. That was brilliant, man. Thank God you're playing Tier 7. Okay. Man. Fucking destroyers. I mean, destroyers are really ruining Tier 7. Just shitty destroyer play. I don't know if ruin's the right word, but they're changing the enjoyment factor.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Okay, what can we do?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Torpedina up in the Minsk. I mean, I'm not saying suicide torp runs are never a good play, but in that situation, trying to torp a cruiser point blank range, not recommended. Man, the Sean Bard has not done anything. We're just gonna have to get on the fucking base to try and get these guys to move, because this team will sit here the entire game just watching the score go down. No doubt. Yeah, what I want to do is move towards C and get some flank shots, but I can't really trust these guys over here. I mean, this cruiser that was on the base, getting rocked, we can't capture. This guy's angled, and if he moves into us, he can kill us pretty easily. Jean Bart's Jean Bart. Thinking eyes now. Looks like he's going south to get on the base. Maybe we could give him a little nudge. Yeah, these. You got 3 guys like within 50 feet of each other. It's just not how you play battleships. Whatever. If we can't win on score, which we can't, we're gonna have to win on kills. No idea what he's thinking. play tier. I mean, the kamikaze could probably play in tier 7 games. I don't know. I think the range isn't sufficient. So I mean, eventually it would have some problems, but I want to kill this fucking thing if I can.
Spotter airborne.
Just give me a look at him. Come on. Come on, let me get something. We need to capture this fucking base before I drift off of it. Problem is I'm in a major crossfire right now.
Confirmed penetration.
Guy's got 0 life, guys. Kill him.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Alright, we got the base. Atlanta I'm not really that worried about. What is this? That's the John Bar, right? This guy's doing a pretty good job of staying unspotted. This is the advantage the cruiser has. It's got the better mobility, so should be able to dictate when it can be seen. There you go. Didn't know if we can get through that or not.
Enemy cruisers suck.
Someone's got to get a fucking base. I don't think we can do this. This guy should ram. I don't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's going for it. Fuck. Someone's gotta shoot this fucking thing. There you go.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Alright. Looks like he's actually getting on B. If we can kill this thing and then turn our guns south, kill those, we might have a chance here. These guys gotta get on the fucking bases, though. And none of them... The one dude that's going towards B understands that. Nobody else on our team understands that. Oh, you're fucked, boy! Alright.
Enemy battleship
Let's get
destroyed.
some jump in these guys' step.
Capture that area. All forces, capture that area. All forces.
There we go. Sit on the Atlanta. I was actually a little surprised because there was a back gun shot and the guy was moving. He should have been able to move left to right and avoid that shot, but he kind of stopped for some reason. Which might have cost him the game if these guys can actually focus. Alright, we got this. That one I didn't think we were going to win. We still could use another base because the score is really tight. Like right now we actually have to get another kill. Oh shit. This ain't over yet. I mean, they either... One of these ships has to die. Like our Scharnhorst is going down. We're basically... We're kind of tied on the score, but we're kind of not because their points go up first, so... I think we actually have to kill both of these battleships. A little too long to get on the caps.
Spotter airborne.
Oh, come on, guys.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
2 minutes. What can we do? You can't let him on the fucking cap like that.
Spotter returning to ship.
Like, that guy's costing us a hunt. If he can get away, he should get away. I don't think he really cares. Good eyes know I probably need 2 salvos to kill, and he only needs 1 torp to kill me, so we got a turn. Yeah, they're really fucking it up over there. Play with some fucking enthusiasm over there. Kill that fucking thing.
Reporting a target position.
See, we're down 50 points now. We were down like 4 a minute ago. But they're playing the game, we're not. There we go. That should win it. Because we had the 100-point swing, so we're up by, 50, and now this guy will drop him another 100. And unless this cruiser goes on a rampage, I don't think they can win at that point in time. That was actually one of the more interesting Tier 7 games I've played in a little while. It's all this Megatron or whatever his name is. Smell a throw incoming. You never know. Are you still talking about the Citadel on the Atlanta?
Gute Arbeit.
Yeah, 141, not too bad. We did 2 times our HP. This guy pops up right now. We might get 1 more shot. I'm sure he's running. Alright. Well, that was actually a pretty good game.
That was a great battle.
I just wanted to see those 3 clumped up guys in the north. You got a 3-on-1 against a Tier 6 battleship. You're pretty much all in a Tier 7 battleship. Get up in his grill. Start shoving him around from like 2 kilometers away. Do not let him get those 50 points by sitting on the cap for that long. That's really the only reason that game was that tight at the end, but yeah, that was actually pretty fun. People fought and saw. Way closer than it should have been. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good match though. Scharnhorst was Tier 6, yes, but that tier. I don't know who was who. Maybe, I mean, they shouldn't have been afraid of the Colorado 3v1, even if they were all down tiered, you know. Yeah, it was a pretty good match. Man, which cruiser line is best at taking a punch? I mean, the heavies, the guns, when it says heavy or light, keep in mind that's referring to the gun caliber. Like, the Baltimore's got some pretty good armor now. The New Orleans, if you're angled well, you can bounce a lot. Pensacola doesn't seem like it's as bad as it was back in the day, but I mean, if you, yeah, I don't know. I think the U.S. and the Japanese, I guess, are roughly about as durable as each other. I like the offensive capabilities of the Japanese better, personally. Just because the HE is always useful for a cruiser. The AP's useful when the situation's right. And Japanese have much better HE. And looking at taking a punch, though. What are the lines in the game? I mean, once you get to Tier 6, Tier 7, the Germans are pretty damn durable. The Russians are not. British are not. I mean, I would probably still just say Japanese. I mean, you could go Japanese or American. Or you could always do what I suggest for players to do and just grind all the lines up to Tier 3, grind them all up to Tier 4, all up to Tier 5, and then by then, you know, number one, you got a lot more experience as a cruiser player before you get into the high tiers, and number two, you get a little bit of a flavor profile in each of those. Ugh. But yeah, once you get into the tier 7, I mean, the hipper's pretty damn durable. Taking punches isn't cruiser thing. I mean, that's a good thing to remember. It's not really there what you're there to do. What's up, Worman? How you doing? Alright, what else should we do? That was actually a pretty damn good Iowa game, I thought. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Good in terms of entertainment value and the back and forth nature of the game. What should we do? Done. Why don't I play the Ognivoy once before they snatch it away? This one I just don't think I'm ever going to have again. Which is a little sad because I do like it. But I got too many damn ships. Play the hood? Potentially. Yeah, I mean, some cruisers, if you angle steeply, you're still going to be taking damage, but it's not... You can protect the Citadel by doing that. Some of them you just can't do that. Like the Trento, for instance. Or the Cheshire is another one. I think it was Boots sent me some armor diagrams of that Cheshire. Or at least was describing it. It was... Supposedly the Citadel, yeah, he did send me the picture. It was like a stepped up Citadel. So it was like really long and low throughout the full length of the Citadel. And then in the middle section, it like had a separate section that was even higher in the water. But then you combine that with low armor schemes and that thing was getting... It does get knocked around by battleships. Alright, what do we got? Gaity, Akatsuki, and Vok. Okay. What the fuck? Might as well launch him. Can't imagine he's gonna hit those, but you never know. Would I still say the Alabama's the strongest choice? I don't remember ever saying that. It's one of the strongest. Let's see. I'd have to probably sit down and consider the rankings. If this guy wants to capture, that's fine. We can hopefully quickly capture this. But I want someone to go up and support A a little bit. What the fuck, man? Are you serious? Huh. Now this is the only Soviet destroyer I don't have like a gun-centric build on, so... I do notice the accuracy is a little bit different than what I'm used to on these ships, but I'm not sure if it's just because I'm not using troops or if it's just a little more wonky in general. Yeah, let's get over here and see if we can get A. They got one cruiser, it's up here. What is it? New Orleans. That one I think we can deal with. Yeah, the Alabama's really good. Gonna try and get B or not? Let's just get this guy out of here. Shit. Oh, they got a destroyer in there. I want to help these guys out, but I think if we can rush this dude, might be the right play. Alabama does have great torpedo protection. I think it was the best until what just came along that was better. What's next for Pick a Premium? I actually haven't tallied up the votes yet. It's a good question. I didn't, when I was reading through the comments, I didn't notice any like strong trends. Sometimes I can tell which one it's going to be before I actually count the votes, but not this time. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, this is, I mean, I don't like doing this because now we got 2 caps to 1 in their favor, but theoretically, kill this destroyer. It would be nice. I think he went around this thing, and then this dude's disengaging, so that's going to make this play like a waste of 3 or 4 minutes. In which case we should have just gone to A like you were planning on doing. Oh, the fuck is he? Fuck. Stopped. I think he's probably going to tort me here. Shit. I'm completely stuck or what? I can't move? What the fuck am I stuck on here? Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Let's see if this guy can hit me or not. Come on. Now he's fucking stuck. Oh, this is some classic shit here. Alright, looks like we should be able to take this one. Wow. That was like ballet. They got the other guy back here somewhere. I think he's on the other side of that island, but whatever. Nice shot. Boy, we had the damage con ready, otherwise that would have been a kill. Fuck you, will ya? What the fuck, man? Alright, hopefully you can just chill here. Oh, he was on this side. Too much vodka. Looks like rusted from the moves. Man, maneuvering when you got a busted engine is really kind of dicey. Maybe I don't want to tap on this guy. He's not paying attention to me. Let's see if he's that. No, he finally figured it out. See if that works. The German battleships are usually pretty hard to hit with the AP. Yeah, we need to get on. Need to get a cap here. Oh, we only got 2 ships left. Never mind. We don't need to do anything. This game's long over. I feel like that guy, if we would have just left him alone, he probably would have gone straight. Alright, well, that was a competitive game, Blue. A lot of people just probably won't expect the range that these guys have, because a lot of the Soviet destroyers, your range is like 4 kilometers, you know. Whatever, just hurry it up. Let's try and hit us, dude. Can we win? No. No, we cannot. Do it! Kill me! You guys into the cognac? That's one drink. You know, I've drank my share, there's no doubt about it, but that's one drink I never actually tried. So even at a 4.4 kilometer expected impact, we still have about 30 seconds. So these things aren't exactly fast. Nice. Do something, says Jay. Thank you. Yeah. If I wasn't stuck on the island the entire game, we could have maybe done something. Well, maybe that'll be my last Ognivoy game ever. Good riddance. Yeah, what do you guys want to see? Play the Odin. Daka Fletcher build. Yeah, I was thinking about that last night. I should get some points into that new guy. Let me just read you the DPM differential between the Fletcher and the next highest. So the HE damage permitted on the Fletcher, and this is with, I'll show you my build so you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is a Bill Halsey. Fletcher DPM HE 225,000. Next highest, Tashkent 136,800. So what is that? About 50% higher. In terms of raw power, man. Raw gun power. Fletcher's where it's at. Now the Fletcher also has torpedoes that have pretty good reaction time. Let me see. Oops, I just closed my thing. But they're slow as molasses, and the reaction. Actually, the reaction time isn't that great on my builds. But someone pointed out, we were talking about that in my in the Dewey's Lounge, the members section of the Discord, and someone was wondering why my reaction time on the Fletcher was higher than the Lightnings, because I don't run the Atago inspiration on that. But yeah, my torpedo damage for the Fletcher is the lowest at tier 7 on my builds, and my HE/AP damage on tier 7 is highest. So torpedoes, 55 knotters, you know, it's the problem with that is it takes a minute to get to the target, and if the target has a minute to just randomly come up with something else to do, then it's kind of hard to hit those torpedoes. But you know, once they get there, if they're still gonna get hit by the torps, then they can't really dodge them at that point. It's got a Kraken in the hood, nice. Let's see. Oh, we got a Kagero, and that's it. We got Belfast, Atlanta. Holy fuck. This is actually not the greatest matchmaking. We'll see if our team's into shooting cruisers today. Hitler, Fiji, India. Oh no. Atlanta, Rome. This is a cruiser heavy match. think they got 2 radars. Oh no, Cleveland's got one too, so that's 3 radars. Jesus. Alright, we gotta play this carefully. Two Krakens to the Charleston. I think that's the tier 2 you guys are always telling me is actually good, right? What is over here? Fuck. Here we go. My plan was to be right by this island so I could potentially hide from the radar shots, but I don't actually know where these guys are. So maybe I'll get wrecked doing this. I just want to sit here till the radar's done. But if the guy like pops up here, which looks like he might be. Oh, there it is. Oops. I can get away with that. What the fuck is spotting me? Must be the Kagero over here, huh? Get the fuck out of here, dude! What the fuck are you doing? Alright, where's that Kagero? That's kind of our one main job in this game, is to kill the Kagero before it wrecks our team. I'm definitely not going to play over there anymore, though, with those guys jammed up my tailpipe like that. Someone, I don't know if you guys watched that stream the other day with Robin and Tikana, but someone asked if they're going to nerf the Cleveland, and they were basically saying, yeah. Like, duh. Of course we're going to nerf it. Yeah, I don't see any I mean, this is like a classic toilet bowl swirling motion game. This is how Haven used to be, where the teams would just go around in a circle and chase each other. You can see the red team's going from like B to C. Now they're going to go get D. And our team, if they were... They're not actually going around as quickly, but they would be going D to A to B to C. Let's see, Indianapolis. Just want to make sure this guy dies, then we can see if we can do anything. But these toilet bowl games are normally just who's got the least potato team, which is just kind of luck of the draw. There we go. Alright. Alright, so... This is still going to suck for us with all these radars and basically these guys not... I think what I might do is just go south of D and spot these guys because they're going to be pushing in. And then if these guys want to shoot, that would be probably the best thing. Because now you got to keep in mind they have no spotter on their team, so... But the problem is these guys are probably still going to try to be going north, and they might not actually shoot what we're spotting. Says my Twitch isn't running. Talking to me? That's a lot of problems right here.
Attention. Reporting a target position.
Alright. I don't think we can hit him. Roma should be able to shred all these guys if we can just keep these guys lit. I think we might have a chance. Like these dudes on the team, like look on your map and be like, oh, the only people that are being spotted are down here. Then he can be like, oh yeah, there's the destroyer. So he's going to be spotting. let's go to where the destroyer's spotting and then try and damage those ships. A lot of times people will just, in their positioning, if you have like one destroyer, support that destroyer, play with it. It'll spot you targets and you can keep it alive, and then it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship. These guys, we got 3 ships rushing one fucking cruiser to the north that's kiting them away from relevance. Fuck, I'm losing my range. Shit.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
If this Atlanta stays alive, I can't do anything. His name is Golden Boys, and he's playing the Atlanta. Nice fucking shot, Roma!
damage. Nice work.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Bisogno di supporto.
Yeah.
Richiedo assistenza.
Unfortunately, this guy's gonna get rocked by the Odin. He was the only one trying to support me. Alright, they got the ship that was distracting them up north. That's a start. I kill this thing quick and then try and get this thing to burn his radar. There we go, nice play. Gotta be like hyper aggressive here because everyone on our team is just playing these single ships up north. There's like no giddy up in their step whatsoever. Belfast, I mean, this thing, if you can hit him, he doesn't have the armor to really stop this. And he just moved into the torps. Fuck yeah. That's when those low detection torps, he's done. Alright.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Now if we can keep this... Oh, the rum is dead. Okay. Fuck. I don't think we can win on caps here, but... Let's see what happens. We'll see. Yeah, so now he's kind of focused on me. I want that smoke to go down. I should have checked how long this, or how much health this cruiser's got. He's got enough health that we can maybe use him to spot for a minute. See if this AP does anything. Not really. Alright, so that trailing ship's not going to expect to be torped because we got our focus on the other guy. A lot of torpedoes are kind of like a mind game, you know. If the ships understand that you're focusing on them, then they're usually not going to want to get torped. Shit, Hipper's fucking dead. Wow, we're in trouble now. Fuck. I think this guy's within my detection range. My god, what the fuck are these guys doing? I mean, I see their shit going on up north that they're dealing with, but... Is this guy faster than me? Yeah, we can't do anything. I think he's actually going to detect me when I come out. So better keep the smoke in between us and him. Alright. Got him to move across the torps, yeah. I don't think... I mean, even if we didn't torp that Belfast, he was going to go down anyways. These two I'm having a problem with. Alright, you got a 3-on-2 up there, guys. But no HP. No, 4-on-2. Like, you can see we're tied here, so this is going to come down to who gets a cap, and we need to fucking get a cap, but they're not pushing their numerical advantage. I mean, they've basically been forcing us to play for, you know, getting our scoring through kills, which is not the easiest to do, especially when you got two cruisers that are one-shots. There's no way this guy's not going to turn. Is there? I don't understand. Oh, they got a King George. Fuck yeah. I don't know the speeds of these, but I feel like these ships are faster than me. Oh my god, are you not going to turn, dude? Oh, there he goes. They're probably like, fuck you, dude. You're the one supposed to be capturing. Fortunately, we got a couple of vessels on our trail here. Does Bumblebee camo have voice lines? The camo doesn't. I believe the Transformers themselves do. I've never actually played any games with any of the Transformer commanders. He was ready. I didn't think they would be. Just give them a little tap just so they know that I'm thinking about them. Might cause them to be less aggressive or change what they're going to do. Broadside Zara to whatever that is. Cleveland. This is still pretty dicey. I mean, if we can stay on B or even capture it, that's probably going to be the deciding factor. This guy's turning off, which is great.
Our victory is in sight.
If I could teleport over to C right now, that would seal the deal, but there he goes. If that guy goes all the way around the island, he can't get on the cap to slow it down. That guy can't shoot. I knew he was going to try and turn that way. I want him to go that side around the island. He's actually going to do it. There we go. Now this is Padres. Thank you. Oof. Yeah, we keep losing these ships, man. Luckily we got... Oh, he's on B, or D. That wasn't a move I didn't foresee. Luckily the time ran out, because I think we would have lost that if the thing had time to resolve itself. Two really low health cruisers plus a destroyer. I don't know. That would have been close if there was 5 more minutes in that game. I think we would have lost. Yeah, not too bad though. Not exactly a barn burner or anything. Second Disney Star Wars. Are you talking about those? The prequels or whatever? Alright, yeah, that one though, I mean, basically, my long-term plans with the Americans is to put this old boy in there. It's basically, I mean, up here you can get the same build for these first 3 perks. Here you got the same options, except for you have this, which reduces the chance of your guns slash basically your offensive weapons of being knocked out. Seems better to me. Plus you get a slight DPM boost here. I mean, that's probably pretty negligible on the Fletcher, which already reloads extremely quickly. If you get a 4 or 5% reduction, you might be talking like 0.1 seconds, 0.2 seconds at the most. So I don't know if that'll be that noticeable, but long term, that's the build goal. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? The GK? Well, we'll see if anyone's even playing Legendary Tier anymore. I just completely forget that this thing even exists. I don't know what to do about this, man. Right now, this isn't working. Like, I wanted there to be some spot where good players would congregate, and I thought Legendary Tier might be it, but the last Legendary Tier match I was a part of, like, the gameplay that I was seeing from the Legendary Tier ships was some of the worst that I've seen in a long time, and you guys know we see horrible play on a daily basis. At that point in time, I was just like, alright, maybe we need to rethink. What's going on here? Oh, noob, 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 noob. Good one, Johan, dude. Fuck, that was hilarious. Guys, check this. I'm gonna go on this stream and just keep typing noob. That was really funny. Hey, Ma, did you see that? Fucking idiot. Go fuck yourself. You're the fucking noob. What do you think about that? Spartan, come back and ban this man. I took care of it. That was pretty fucking funny though, man. If you didn't get the joke, he just kept saying noob over and over again. To a guy that's played almost 10,000 games. Hilarious. Alright, Grover Kerfurst. What do we got going on here? We got Yamato, Iowa, Bismarck. Couple of Cargeros. Okay. Oh, we got it. Yeah, I want to. You guys remind me about that hood. You keep mentioning it. It sounds intriguing. Max increases DPM by 6,000. Yeah. Well, I mean, 300k. That's still quite a bit. I mean, here's my take on that base trade. Like, I don't think Halsey's base trade is that great either. Like, the AP damage, yeah, fine. When you get the AP, fine. You get a little bit of a bonus, but that's not how I'm running Halsey anyways. In fact, I would say the DPM buff is better than the AP damage buff, so neither of those I would rate very highly, but I would take the Mordoff or whatever his name is trade over Halsey. Alright, what's going on here? Where's this destroyer? Need you to spot him, otherwise it's going to be really short. Come on, Chowder! I like that name. Chowder!
Alle Stationen, melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
Okay. There's a Wichita. Love to blast his ass if we could, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, the problem is if this thing's sitting in that smoke, which we can assume he is, then it's gonna blast our ass. Oh, There's... I'm more worried about that torp than whatever this is in the front. Double destroyer, though. That's always fun. Yeah, I already hate this. We got... No one can shoot this fucking thing. I was getting wrecked somehow. Look at our health is already... Maybe Johan was right all along. Yeah, I don't see how we're gonna get out of this one. If they can at least kill a Z-23, I'm gonna be pretty torqued. Come on, guys, shoot the fucking thing. Damn it. That's the end of that one. Nice fucking game. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll actually win that one. The Bismarck took some shots. Where's their girl? Where did they kill the Yamato? I think they got him. All right. Well, that might be one where we get a win and we did jack shit. We'll take it. Really losing the health trade? Yeah, we got fucked up on that one. There's no doubt. I mean, we were in a destroyer crossfire in like the least mobile battleship in the game, so clearly wasn't gonna work. Yeah, let's try this one. That actually, the game loaded in quite a way, or quite quickly. Last time I encountered tier 7, it was like I was, or legendary tier, I was trying to load into a tier 7 game, and you could tell the guys that were trying to play had been sitting in the queue for like 4 or 5 minutes because it was like a 4v4, 3 legendaries and 1 tier 7 per side, and I got stuck in that. Like the prom queen everyone's trying to nail, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you got 6 ships shooting at you. Whatever. I mean, they got the Z-23, which I don't want to trade a Grover for a Z-23 necessarily, but that was a bonus. Someone shot the Yamato. Shot the hell out of him. I didn't even see what was happening to that guy. But if they lost their Yamato, we lost our Grover, I'd take the trade there. The Yamato's clearly a better ship. But yeah, that's one of those games, if we happen to get a win, it was in spite of us. You know, they hard carry. So you do like 20, 30k damage in a 100k battleship. That's a massive deficit that your team has to make up. Massive deficit, so... I mean, they still should lose, but look like they had a pretty decent setup compared to the other team. Alright, what do we got here? We got Grover, Yamato, Bismarck, Wichita, Amalfi. I've been really coasting on the Italian cruisers. I have no sense of urgency in terms of getting those. Although the Zara, is the Zara the tier 6? That one I actually like quite a bit the more and more I play it. DD didn't exactly help much. No, ideally I would have wanted him in front of me instead of behind and to the right, but that's alright. Jesus Christ. Why would I think he would be moving forward? That was such a dumb fucking idea. You think a Richelieu is going to move forward? We're dead here. That's 2 fucking shit the beds in a row. He can be mad all he wants. Move fucking forward, dude. Yeah, I straight up hit him. It's kind of shitty driving, but you're really going to kill a Yamato on your team because you're pissed off about it? hit that gap or not. Ooh. That could have been bad. Alright, backline Fletcher, backline Udachi, backline Z23. So it begins. What's up, Myron? How you doing? I like the GK. That was probably my worst GK game I've ever had. But all the 3 legendaries, that's my least favorite one. I don't mind the ship though. It just wasn't gonna work. You can't get shot by 6 ships at once with crossfire torps going through. It's just not gonna work. You can want it to work, but it's not gonna work. You return. What's up, Gazi? Rolling smoke does need to last longer. I'd agree there. Oh. See if we hit him or not. There we go. Finish him. Hey. You've done well.
Nice work.
Why do we call it?
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
I mean, if you want to do this, dude, if that's really what you want. Let's see if we can hit that guy or not. He could cause problems if we don't deal with him. $10K on the Amalfi. I wonder how much health that thing has. 10, 20, 30, 40, it's like about 50, 55. Is that right? Should be the end of that guy. Alright, Wichita's going down. That one's dead. That guy got a fire just as my other one stopped burning. He's about to go forward. I just don't know how fast he can start and stop. Rambo's a new character in Mortal Kombat 11. This guy goes forward or not. He's doing a decent job duking for a Bismarck. This might be more profitable if we kind of angle towards these guys and just... Oh. Let's see how that does. Where'd he go? There it is. Yeah, that was a little bit better. These guys, I mean... I could probably kill the Wichita if we can ever actually hit him, but this thing I'm only getting like 4 or 5K per shot.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Yeah, I'm working on it, don't worry. Should be the end of him. Now what do we gotta do? If we move to the center of the map, be able to crossfire that Bismarck and whatever else is on the moon back there. Alright. You have to be aware they got that destroyer. Yeah. What's EPL? Multi does have quite a bit of HP. Yeah, I'm trying to count the boxes. It looked like about 55, give or take. It's not bad. I expect that one to be pretty good. I don't think the lines... I'm not seeing any enthusiasm for the line. You know, when I put up videos on the Italians, the response isn't there like it normally would be, and I'm not seeing a lot of them in the wild, so... Doesn't seem like a lot of people give a shit about them. But actually, I mean, the tier 6 is pretty damn good. Oh, it's their legendaries sitting back here doing nothing. No wonder they're getting their shit kicked out of them. Their strongest ships are not doing anything. Actually, a little surprised he can spot me there. AG. Oh, this is what I've been talking about. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to give up on the high tiers and just write them off as a loss. Just a bad game design. I don't know if they can ever fix tier 7. And legendary tier is not off to a great start. Knocked out both of his front turrets. Oh, now he's turning to get the... Uh-oh. You're in trouble, my boy. Where is their destroyer? Is he not playing the game? What?! I thought that was automatic kill shot there. Fuck. That's unfortunate. Now here we got to make a decision, because if we move forward to get in the base, then we risk this unseen Z-23, who could have been, he could have gone straight to the edge of the map and just been going all the way around. Like, he could have gone, you know, he could have spawned over here, gone all the way to the gray line there, gone all the way down to the corner, hit the corner, go all the way down here. I've seen this shit before, I'm not making this up. And then he comes up back, you know, trying to cap that way. That's a legitimate possibility. Now, if we all push forward to A, kill this thing, or B, get on the base, like, you never know. So I might just... I can't imagine we would lose this game. Well, alright, I can imagine it. He's not playing. Alright, that's what I figured. He's probably AFK. Thanks for hitting right, or thanks for hitting ready, man, if you can't even fucking be bothered to play the game. Oh, he is. He's moving. This guy's actually playing the game. Okay. What a waste of space that guy is. He was straight up buffing his Dewey. No hands on the control. Alright. Desperately need a reload buff. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Until I actually play them, I'm not gonna say they need this or that. I don't think the smoke lasts long enough. Like, the rolling aspect of it doesn't outweigh the dramatically short smoke, in my opinion. And I think the long reload was designed to compensate for the fact that the SAP was pretty effective in situations that the other shells weren't. So if they're going to stick with the regular AP plan, which it appears to me that they are, then I would probably knock the reload down by at least 10%. I mean, 14, 15 seconds. Now, the AP on the Italian cruisers is nasty as well. You can fuck up battleships with that shit. Alright, guys. Let's wrap this one up here. Yeah, the rolling smoke is definitely useful. You know, if you're, let's say you're stuck somewhere, and if you have 10 seconds to like get through a gap, then you would be able to get loose. You know, get out of there. Most times you can't really do that. You know, maybe that's not a perfect example, but there's situations where only that ship can make that play. You know what I'm saying? I've actually had some fairly non-frustrating games today, which is a little bizarre. Something's going on. I'm not quite sure what. Let's see if we got carried that one game where I shit the bed. Was that the Grober? I feel like we've had at least one game where we're hoping for a carry. Ognavoy. Which one was this? Oh, that one was doomed. Yeah, we did. Last place, here we go. Oh, wow. That's not even as bad as I thought it would be. It's because we shot the destroyer a couple times. Yeah, that was a... Oh, that's a pretty good score for Yamato. Yeah, these two hard carry. Looks like this guy was actually capping. Alright, we'll take that. Not too bad so far. Definitely not as frustrating as we normally find on a Saturday morning. Let's see. The super heavy shells on the Italians. Terrence writes, why am I not seeing everyone's chat? I feel like you guys keep referencing shit that I'm not seeing. Oh, I got it set on top chat. That's the problem. Oh, I did see what you're referencing. Okay. All right. What do we got going on? We got 175 watching. We got 99 likes. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you don't mind hitting that like button, that does help new players find the recommendations on YouTube, and you never know, you might get a random potato looking for Justin Bieber videos, but Google knows that he plays this game and he recommends the stream to him, and then that'll turn his gameplay around. You never know. Something to think about. How is SAP used on PC? Well, I've never played it, and I'm not 100% sure. Basically, it's like a hybrid between HE and AP in that it's an AP shell, so you're not going to get splash damage or anything. But the penetration doesn't drop off at range. And I think there's... I don't know. I should look into that a little bit more. I used to know, and then I've forgotten at the moment. Yeah, if you hit destroyers with it, it'll rip them to shreds. I don't know. I mean, the Italians on the PC, I watched a lot of the competitive, what's it called? King of the Sea tournaments. I didn't watch the most recent one, but I've seen some other ones, and there was a lot of good Italian plays. They're kind of specialized cruisers on the PC version. Here, they're just, something else. It's just another cruiser line, in my opinion. Let's try out the Zara. See if we can get something going with this one. Let's see. I still got a little ways to go. The guy who spammed noob probably disliked. I would not doubt that one bit. Oh, the marble. Yes. Forgot about that one. Justin Bieber plays this game. No, I was insinuating the guy that was looking for Bieber plays the game, but you never know. Bieber probably plays this. Do a tier 2 game? Oh my god. Is there a good tier 2 ship? SAP useless against multiple layers of armor. Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those shells that you can kind of shut down, but so it kind of makes it more of an ambush type ship, where if you can get those crossfires and set them up properly, then you can actually shred people. But I don't know. I've really only seen the Italian cruisers on the King of the Sea, and like the people watching that are good enough at the game that they don't really explain the basics. But I don't know. Whatever we got, we don't have the same thing. What's this guy want me to do? Is the Zara good? Whew. So this one's got 37,000 HP. I mean, I liked it so far. I don't think this is going to work, what's going on right now, but if that destroyer comes back here, it might work. If this guy... I don't understand why you do this. How many times do you have to play a game where you're like, okay, I back up, and then 10 minutes later you still haven't fired your guns? Like, stop backing up, people. There's not a single map in this game where a battleship should be... The only one I can think of is Shards B spawn. You can make an argument that you got a good play. Shards in general, you can even make arguments for some of the flanks. Any other map, I don't really think you need to back up right now. Let's see if I can... Number one, this guy's got to get the fuck out of here because his Belfast will shred him up, but if he chases that guy, I might get some crossfires. Nope. So it's double Belfast? What's going on here? Oh. This isn't gonna work. What the fuck is going on over here? Oh, you want to radar me? This line, by the way, I'm thinking of putting Dimitri Dewey on. The pen angle guy. Shit. For situations like that where we just need to make it count. But here's what I'm talking about. If you were fucking deploying when the game started instead of goofing off, like, you might be able to take a shot at one of these guys. But because you're 3 minutes behind the fucking play, then... For me, the game's over. He might last for a little while longer. Whatever. I didn't think this deployment was going to work. I mean, this guy, quote-unquote, spotting is parked on the back of the island. This guy's hasn't shot his guns once. Probably will be about 10 minutes into the game before he finds someone to shoot at. So, this flank's fucked. We're going to get out of here. Should have recognized that earlier and gotten out of there earlier. That's like the main thing that I at least keep telling myself that I'm working on, is recognizing when the team around you just is not capable of doing what you want them to do, and then just saying, okay, get out of there. This isn't worth it. So, I mean, there's no reason I should have lost half my health on that play, because there's nobody on my team can shoot these people. So that's just... It's frustrating when your team's playing like that, but it is a personal mistake. That's my own mistake for even attempting to make that play. If you get my drift. Yeah, this is going to be a fun game. Fuck you! You don't need anything. You need to find a different class to play. Yeah, we might get some shots into them. I mean, he keeps getting radared behind that island. He's like terrified. Like, get away from the pair of fucking Belfast would be my suggestion. It's like that one game where we were in the Fletcher and they had 3 radars. You gotta understand that and just not get that close to them, you know? Oh shit. So focused on this thing, I did not look at the Roma. That'll be the end of that one. We can try this ship again, though, if I remember to do so. Oh, he's backing up. He's got HE. That was an automatic kill if he had HE loaded, but for some reason he had HE. Can we salvage this game or not? could.
Siluri dritti di poppa.
If you're looking at this Torp wondering can it hit you, this guy's got a 10-kilometer range. He was, you know, he's like at about 11 there, and he had been drifting back that way, so in that case it seems to me like it almost certainly was within range, and you can see there they did actually pass through. So if you understand the range that the destroyer has, and then you can guess where he was roughly when he launched. Yeah, if we play carefully, we might actually be able to get out of this. Let's spotting us now. Maybe destroyer up in this zone. Okay. Pretty sure it's in this lane right here.
Avvistata corazzata nemica.
I don't think we had that Akatsuki in the spotting range, so. Jesus.
Siluri
there.
dritti di prua. Siluri a babbo. Siluri dritti di prua.
Bismarck, we get one more shot, I believe. Fuck. What's with the HE today, guys? That's two salvos that could have killed me had they had the right shot on. Now that dude obviously didn't hit me, so not as big of a deal. This guy's coming in hot. I mean, we know where their Akatsuki's down there, but whatever this thing is, what is it? Lightning should be over here somewhere.
Siluri a dritta.
Fuck.
Siluri a dritta.
This guy hasn't spotted me for a while, and he launched that. That's a pretty good torp.
Lancia in volo.
Actually surprised he got that. Whatever, that wasn't gonna work. Ugh. You guys get annoyed over penning broadside cruisers lately? I mean, you guys keep saying that. I've seen it on my Discord. I've had conversations with people. I've seen it on Reddit. I personally haven't, but it seems like everyone else has. Now, I don't know. I don't know why that is. I don't know if people just forgot about the concept of orb penning, or if there's new ships that are doing it more that are making people feel like, you know, it's a problem. In my experience, I don't have an issue with it. Sometimes you overpen, sometimes you don't, but the shells aren't doing anything that I don't expect them to do. Let's just put it that way. But it's not that's not isolated feedback, so I don't know. When are the carriers coming out? That's a good question. I do have a video. I think it's my channel's most popular video ever. I don't know what it did well, whatever it is, but there was a video where I was speculating on when the aircraft carriers would come out. Basically, my conclusion was based on the available data and clues at the time that we would probably see the test by the end of the year. As we're closing in on the end of the year, I kind of think that's less and less likely. Let's see, we'll get another update in 2 weeks, so that would be second week of November. So maybe 2 updates from now, like right at the end of the year, we'll get a test. And the test would be comprised of maybe 1 or 2 aircraft carriers, like I don't know if they'll do tier 7 or tier 4 or something. But they would give everyone, like, the aircraft carrier. You can play it twice a day. And then whatever tier that's in will absolutely be completely ruined. Well, maybe they'll start off like they did last time, where it wouldn't affect the game, but then people would bitch about the mode being boring, then they'll just ruin it. It's gonna be a disaster, whatever happens. I got news for you, but it'll be funny at the same time. As for the aircraft carriers themselves, we'll see how they do. Maybe they'll be sweet, maybe they'll suck. But my guess is still probably around 2021. You know, we don't know though. They're not gonna tell us until pretty much a week or two before it happens. I mean, the super testers would... I don't know if the super testers would know, actually. But they don't... They got an NDA, so they can't tell you anyway. This could be tricky, because this Acosta could potentially get crossfire shots here if you hold this angle. This guy's angled in on us here. He's actually not even shooting at us, so this is a decent duel. Let's see if we can hit these guns. Yeah, I got one of them. I don't think this guy's got the range, but I have no idea what the Acosta's stats are. I don't think he can torp at 7.5 though. As for this cruiser that he's a foot away from. Alright, I got him with the secondaries. Speaking of torps, this guy could torp us. Holy smokes, dude. I think we're dead. I think he got us. Son of a bitch. Nice shot, at least. I think if we only hit one, that's fine. Oh. This is gonna be tough though, because he's got this back. Oh, this Kirov is another fucking cruiser. I thought that was a battleship. Well, now we're definitely gonna get torped. Oh my god, man, that was... This is why you gotta be less obsessed with torping and shit, especially as a cruiser. I don't know if he can hit his Citadel from here or not. If he flips though and he gets that other turret off, what he should do if you want to torp is turn to the right and then he can shoot that launcher there. It looks like he's doing that right now. Now he's got a clear broadside shot. Should be a kill shot pretty easily for him. Let's kill the fucker. Yeah, I don't think he can miss that torp salvo there. Alright, we just knocked out his front gun, so he can't one-shot us at the moment. Did that guy knock his torps off? What the fuck? That was clutch there. Knocking that gun out saved us. Double gun knocked out. Now you're really getting pissed off there, Chief, aren't you? Let's go ahead and make that permanent. Which room do we got left to angle? Can't tell where he's going with all the splashing. He's going backwards, okay. Yes. Alright, let's see if this guy can suicide rush us.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
He's a 10-foot Wookiee. See, these things, when your shots are going in that horizontal, it's very, very hard to hit these citadels, if you're wondering. So, but I mean, what do you... I thought that dude was going to sail into the torps. Like, they've been spotted on the screen since he launched them. Why is my zoom so fucking weird? Has this been happening to you guys? I don't know what they did. It was about 3 or 4 months ago where the zoom just started getting really wonky. What's up, Dragos? How you doing, man? Milwaukee. Milwaukee's gonna be... Milwaukee's always good. Alright. That's kind of a beatdown. Oh. Look at this. Is he going back or forward? I can't tell. If you want to stop like we did there, like, obviously I didn't want to push beyond this little ridge here, so turning slows your ship down. That's why I did such a hard turn. Yeah, we're broadside right now, but as long as we don't get spotted, it's not an issue. But if you're trying to stop on a dime, just, like, slam the turn as hard as you can. That should slow you down. Especially on ships like British cruisers where they have a really hard time stopping, or battleships. But you don't want to necessarily put yourself in danger. Like if this guy had a plane, for instance, then maybe I wouldn't want to make that turn, because sitting there broadside, he could have potentially killed us. Yeah, still got 7.5 minutes. It's a low tier game. We don't want to count on these guys. I'm gonna make sure this guy up north doesn't get on the base. Killing this Wyoming is irrelevant to the outcome of the match. Yeah, IGN cruisers, the citadels are kind of like center to back half of the ship. Usually, though, if you're aiming for citadels, between the middle turrets, it's like a good starting point. They did say in their stream yesterday that they were working on armor view, but that's one of the things that got pushed back because of the sleaze. I don't even think that shell was actually in the air. I could have probably gotten a Kraken if we killed that guy. That's alright. That's alright. Play Bismack. I put a video up like 27 hours ago about the Bismack. Single nation team should be an event. I would be down with that one.
I owe you one.
Ah. I think they're telling themselves it was a good game. Go Zizifa. I'm just going back to the base just to make sure nothing... I mean, this guy... Yeah, he's going back to defend his base for some reason. The odds of us losing if he got on the base were really, really, really low, but... If our entire fleet's down there and he gets on the base first and, like, parks right next to this island so we can't get back and reset him, you never know. Like, I can't turn this thing around and get across the map in 3 minutes. So I don't want to... You don't want to rely on these guys. I mean, these guys play much better than my normal Tier 7 players, teammates, but... You don't want to rely on them. Gotta fix that bug. You talking about that zoom bug? I don't know if you guys can tell, but like the time to target was saying 1 point. I can't explain it without actually doing it, but regardless, it was like over zoomed compared to what I wanted it to be. It usually happens to me, the wonky aiming, when you're aiming on destroyers. That's normally when it is like double zoomed. But it was happening there. Alright. Yeah, we kind of got easy mode going on today. if I can play more Bismarck or not. I could probably. Jay always asks for the Peter, and then I shit the bed. Maybe if Jay doesn't ask for the Peter, but I play it, maybe that would work. Play Mikasa. I don't have it, guys. I've never had it. I asked them to give it to me so I can appease you, and they won't give it to me. It sounds like it's absolute dog shit, though. So I understand why you guys want me to play it. Let's see. For tomorrow, I'm thinking maybe we'll do a members only stream without the delay on. I'm like 90% sure I'm going to stream either normally or the members only tomorrow. I'll have to see exactly what needs to get done. But for those of you that are members, well, anyone, maybe look tonight on the YouTube, the stories or whatever the hell they're called, the updates. I'll try and post the update on there. It'll either go just to the members or to everyone, for whatever the plan ends up being. Play a Tago. That's not a bad idea. Trade your Wichita for Mikasa in a heartbeat. Wow. You don't want it. It's this park right here. What do we got? Iron Duke.
I need help.
You need help.
All stations.
I'm right here, dude.
Fire on the
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Oh yeah, babushka! Oh, you need help because you're 2 feet away from the fucking enemy team. That's why you need help. T-Bowl and the curse of Jay's Peter. Thank you, Jay. I want to kill the Phoenix because he's probably a bigger threat. And he's actually blocking the T-22. Shoot the guy, come on. Yeah, if they're not going to spot the destroyer, though, this could be a disaster. I was hoping this guy was going to punch through the smoke and spot, and then we could blast the destroyer. There he is. There he is. There's where you want him. Randall, thank you for becoming a new member. Appreciate that. Yeah, whatever happens with the stream, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to try and do that a little more often just because I want to play with members of, or, you know, people watching the channel, people supporting me. But whenever I try and take the delay off these randoms, I get people like Jonas or whatever that douchebag was named earlier. We just want to like ruin the time for everyone. Nice. Why do we have tier 3 cruisers shooting fucking destroyers, but your tier 7 teammates run in terror? Why is it your tier 3 teammates are better than your tier 7 teammates? Oh, it's because of the Yudachi and the Jean Bart and all that dog shit. That makes sense. Oofda. Thank you, Randolph. Appreciate that. Members only. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that if I can. I gotta think about it. But I think tomorrow's a good day to do it. Okay, babushka. Yes, Prometheus. Yeah, if you add me as a friend. Yeah, we'll get it. Well, I'm not gonna like get in divisions. We'll just do the we'll take the delay off the stream so it's easier, and then we'll just do countdowns. The last time we did it as a test for like a couple hours, and we were getting some pretty good games with a lot of people in them. It was actually quite a lot of fun. Alright, let's see if we get that dingus. Oh, he's close. Go ahead and shoot him. Oh, he wanted to shoot the angled Iron Duke instead of the one-shot Farragut. That makes sense. This guy definitely plays more tier 7. Okay, here's a good shot. There's a shot we want. Oh, he angled it right as we got it off. You lucky bastard. Arkansas is one you always want. I mean, it's not an Arkansas FE. Like, that's the ultimate pirate seal clubbing vessel. It's because they were serious enough about the game to spend $100 on it. Well, you could get the Arkansas without the full package, but they were serious about the game to buy ships right at launch. And they've been playing for a year and a half, almost certainly. And the Arkansas is a dangerous ship to begin with. Come on, babushka. We're not up big on ships, but I feel like we're kicking the fuck out of these guys. Yeah, that guy's one shot. We got 2 low health destroyers. This guy's low. Come on. Seems like he wants me dead, doesn't he? What? Nice shot, Chief. Sick of layout? What are you actually trying to teach me the... I like the foreign languages that I hear in my head, not the ones that are actually being spoken. Yeah, let's try those again. There, now we know how to aim. Yeah, babushka, there we are. He's getting into it. Oh, is he getting the torps off? You did. You little shit. Oh, there he's dead, but we do have to dodge the torps. Alright, so we have almost full health. We got 4 heals. If we can get B, or they got a Farragut. Oh yeah, that Farragut's one shot. I can take this whole team on myself. If this guy wants to get C, that would win the game. Oh. There we go. Come on, dude. I want to see you demonstrate some understanding. Do we have the guns? No, I aimed that first salvo way low. I mean, not way low, but low enough where they all missed. Alright, so it's going to take us 3-4 minutes to get into the fight, but even 1v2, I feel like I can take these guys. Because Farragut to torp me, he's got to get close. It'd be a nice shot if he could one-shot me in this thing. But he would have to be visible almost certainly, and to kill him, I only have to hit him like once or twice. Soviet coming in hot. Love the videos. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Alright, he got on C, so that should be a win. Unless, I mean, once we get on C and capture it, then they have to kill us. That's how the dynamic of the game changes. Now I can, to guarantee a win, sail away from these guys, I guess. But I feel like I can mess them both up pretty easily. Oh, he's right in there, okay. Give him the old wiggle waggle. Tier 6 premiums make good money? Yeah, that's the sweet spot. Tier 6 most fun? Can be. It's definitely changed. I mean, I thought legendary tier would be more popular, and I thought that would make tier 6 seed tier 7 less. The legendary tiers not captured the imaginations. Alright, so 2 caps to 1, that's irrelevant. Probably gonna come right out of the smoke. We might spot him. For sure, get the front 2 guns off on him. Let's see, where'd you go? Is he out of my... There he is. Yeah. Come on. And this guy's probably going... He's probably going the other way, so... We'll head him off. I guess if I should probably capture this just to make sure, because we still have 5 minutes left. I know he's going to get on A, but here's the thinking. If he somehow kills me and we leave B here alone, I just don't know how good this guy's understanding is of domination mode. He got C, which is a very strong sign. Most players would ignore that. So, he could probably handle this win on his own. We're going to capture the base, then go fuck this guy up. Just to be sure. What's up, humans? Yeah, 4v4 matches. Is that what's causing those? It's the crossplay's turned off? I don't really understand why you would turn the crossplay off. Is there a good reason? But if that's what's causing those short fills, then nobody should be doing it. Okay. I'm just worried about this guy. Like, I could always die, you know. He could... The Peter, if he catches me in the side, he could wreck me. Well, he's fucked now. Never mind. But technically, like, coming around this island, I could have taken a full salvo broadside and maybe got dev struck. It's always a possibility, but this guy's been playing well enough that I think we can probably could have counted on him anyways. Alright. Finally, Jay, we got you a decent Peter again. Only took about 5 times. Gonna say we're any Venom and poop sorps everywhere. Oh, you got that already? Is Venom... I thought the campaign had 2 more weeks left. I don't know what's going on today, man. This has just been way more pleasant than we're used to. This is like the old days. Yeah, I got 2 weeks left of mine. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I guess if you do the hard mode, maybe you'd be getting close. Yeah, I'm only 19 away. We got Kraken, and then... I think the... Kraken's just random, in my opinion. I guess we could have gotten one earlier. No, that was the Italian tier 4, so that wouldn't have counted. I don't normally try and get Krakens, just because it's not typically good. I'm trying to get kills, but... I think that one's more randomized than this one. Like, this one you can just pop into a Kutuzov or a Jean Bart or something like that, or Iowa, and just play 5 games and hopefully get it. Yeah, maybe we will start seeing a lot of them. That's going to be a lot of torpedoes flying around when everyone's got the Venom. Console wars are so pathetic. Yeah, it's doesn't really matter what you're on. It's just like being really loyal to a company's, $1 billion company's marketing department. Your Dewey's 16.3. Holy shit. That Dewey is massive. Swollen. Like the Arkansas FE, yeah. That's the one, if I'm having like a bad run or something and I don't turn the game off, like typically if I'm getting my shit kicked in while streaming, then that's always a good option to pop in as a little stress relief. One of these days I'd like to get Lee some points and try a full-on secondary build on that one. Alright, so I think I actually probably will make a video on this, but just to spoil it a little bit, I think the highest DPM torpedo setup in the game is the Udachi, which shouldn't really surprise you. Second place, Akatsuki. And then third looks like La Terrible. So maybe those second... Oh, wait, no. Fubuki's actually got higher DPM than Terrible. So it's just a straight Udachi, Akatsuki, Fubuki, and then Kagero. And it's because Akatsuki's got 9 torps. Fubuki does too, right? I think so. But the Udachi, I mean, they just spit them out like a madman. Let's see. What is this setup? Oh, there's only... Oh yeah, it is 3x3. So that extra torp is huge for the DPM stat. Which, how useful that stat is, you can debate. Happy Halloween. 202 in the Iowa. Nice. Oh, the Nelson. Whip out the pod. Yeah, your Dewey is buffed, man. I've never seen a Dewey like that. Really bushy. Let's see. Got a 420 coming in hot. Please show us how the... Oh, the Iwaki. Okay. Well, yeah, you talked me into it. That one's not... This is one of those ships that... Play this one. I mean, sometimes you can have absolutely ridiculous games like 5, even 6 times your ship's HP and damage. But sometimes you get one shot. Iwaki's another one of those things. Like if you play Tier 3, Tier 4, and you see an Iwaki, you see an Arkansas, you see a Marblehead, and I gotta try and remember the Marblehead. Those are the type of ships you should be like, okay, this guy's seems serious about the game. Play the Iowa. We played it earlier. It was like one of the better Tier 7 games I've seen in the last month. You should watch the replay when it loads up. I think it was probably 2nd or 3rd or 4th game, if you go back later. That was like swinging back and forth, who was going to win, who was in the lead. That was definitely one, if I wasn't streaming, I would have just saved it and probably done a commentary on it. I thought it was good anyways. Maybe you guys watching thought it sucked. You got the 175 in the Martel. Nice. It's a pretty good game. I mean, for me, the Kutuzov is just, if you want to get like a 200k game, 175. You're not going to do it every time by any means, but if the enemy allows you to do it to them, you can do it to them on a pretty consistent basis. Got Deadstruck for a Balti. Yeah, running on the island. That's normally when you're running the island, you're broadside, and that's what's going on because you're trying to turn away. And when that happens, you should die. Alright. Let's get these down here. You can see these torpedo angles on this thing are not great, but they are like 20 miles long. I think this is a 10-kilometer launcher at Tier 3, which is pretty good. And let's see if these guys spot or not. Dislaunched. I've made videos on that, but when that spotting icon, if you got Ingenious, if it drops from 1 to not, you know. Why are these guys being so fucking passive? I feel like he might be right in here. Oh, there he is. Oh, they're Brask. Double destroyer. Here we go. This guy's closer. We're getting smoke fire penaltied. Miss you. Alright. Let's see if we can spot that other one. I mean, if I'm him, I'm getting the hell out of there, but... There you are. You gotta keep in mind when you're set on fire, your detection goes up by like 10%, so that's why he dropped and then he became spotted thereafter. So if you're on fire and you're thinking maybe I don't need the damage count because the damage isn't that threatening to me, but you're trying to drop spot, usually you want to go ahead and fire that off. I guess we should stay in here and capture. No, this looks like a steamroll to me. Gotta play it by the book. It's your tier 7 teammates. Nah, these ones haven't been too bad. I mean, they went really wide, which isn't necessarily a bad play, but it was like we had 2 destroyers just spotting our entire flank without being pressured. I'm not really worried about angling here. The odds of this guy shooting at me, like, it would have to be a pretty good flare. And even then, he's got destroyers swarming him. So there's pretty much not a chance he would ever shoot me. Isakaze, on the other hand, should be looking to get rid of me. Wow. Just at a... I thought I was pointed that direction, so I kept reversing, and then I was going the other way. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this thing? Left their balls at the loading screen. Nah, I don't think these guys have been done. The teammates today have not been an issue, really. I mean, we've had a couple questionable moves, but... I mean, in terms of bad plays today, that Grosser Kerfer's game on my part was in the top, like 2 or 3 probably. So I mean, anytime where like my plays are on the top 2 or 3 in terms of the bad plays, then I can't really complain about the team. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you. It's not going to be a huge score game, but we were killing destroyers, which is what we needed to be doing that game. We'll take it. Not a barn burner, but we'll take the win. Let's see, I got 130. Fire up the pod. But yeah, I mean, those of you that are sleeping on the Russian destroyers, I'm just telling you, on paper, the Tashkent is the best destroyer. In terms of its gun DPM is like 2nd or 3rd, and its torpedo DPM is like 2nd or 3rd at tier 7. Whereas the Fletcher DPM is the highest for guns, and the Yudachi DPM is the highest for torps. But the Tashkent is up there, so it's not a perfect ship by any means. But I think the excuse me, the buffs to the Russian DDs definitely boosted their effectiveness. Cheshire. Oh, yeah, we could do hardly any screaming, yeah. It's not the kind of game more. I mean, I'd more than willing to be pissed off at my team if they give me the chance. No, we should be celebrating it though. When we get good gameplay in this, the game for me is way more fun to play, which is why I'm not crabby as hell right now after playing for 3 hours.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Pod's a monster. You rush everything. What do I think of the Italian cruises? I mean, I think they're really hard. I haven't liked them until the tier 6. And Zara, I just got the 3rd mod unlocked. I'm about halfway through the grind. So far, I, on the whole, like it. But I don't know. We'll have to see how good the Amalfi is. I think they're going to be a candidate for buffing. Like the Russian destroyers, you can see that a mile away. They're going to buff that sooner or later. So, but if you got 3 or 4 different lines to grind, I probably wouldn't pick that one first. Yeah, we got a Doogie, we got a Svetlana.
Союзники, сфокусировать огонь на цели.
I'm guessing destroyer's going to come through this gap. You can see we don't really have the range to zone that. Ah,
Kommen Sie zurück.
what the fuck? What do they have? Isakaze probably. Or Grammy maybe. Farragut. Here's what I was gonna say, that's what I'm talking about, that aim.
Постановка дымов завершена.
Basically, I'm turning backwards towards this guy, trying to tighten that angle as much as possible. That's to protect against the torps, because we can assume there's torps coming. Just want to turn, make sure he wasn't blocking my escape. So we kind of scared the Farragut off. If I can get this base, I'd like to get it. They've got a huge overload here, and if they can't come away with the prize, then that's a big mistake for them. But you gotta be really... I mean, we got... All these cruisers can fuck us up, and they're all really close. Get those down. Alright, we did get the cab. Yeah, we gotta get going. Shit, we're gonna be spotted. Right on the edge.
Двигатель в форсированном режиме.
Nope. No, we're spotted. I think this guy came around that island right there. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get out of this one. I don't see how we can. This area is right there. It's just none of our team is really in position to do anything. We have 2 destroyers on B. Why do we need 2 destroyers to cap a base that's not defended?
Двигатель выведен из строя.
If we can get here, then we got 1 ship that can shoot us, and all of a sudden, now we got an advantage over this thing.
Неполадки устранены.
There we go. The guy just was a little too late to the party. Damn. Alright. So he's dead. He's a Jaguar. You could say, okay, we're only down 1 ship, but we got basically all destroyers against all cruisers at this point, so they would have to be really new players on the enemy team to lose this. is the torp range on this? Like 4 kilometers, right? Fuck.
Двигатель в штатном режиме.
Yeah, there's just not enough time to do anything this game. Being over here in a pod against 4 cruisers and a ferry, it's just not gonna work. Yeah, we'll see.
Двигатель выведен из строя. Неполадки устранены.
Alright, we got out of there. We got a dev strike on the Omaha, the ferry torped him. I feel like if this fucking cruiser over here would be like playing the game instead of goofing off, we could have maybe done this. But he clearly has no idea like what he's trying to do, what he should be trying to do. Still got 9 minutes though, so I mean if we can get over here on C, kill that destroyer, then maybe hold on to B, we could have a slight chance. Slight. It's just gonna be me straight up gunning down cruisers in the open though, which we can't beat at Konigsberg, we know that. What else they got? Doogie, probably not. Not with 3k health. Yeah, there's nothing we can do this game. I still don't understand why this guy was just sitting back there for 5 minutes. You never know though. Bar is the attack bomber killer. What you talking about? Playing one-handed, it's possible. Oh shit! I'm not even paying attention myself. I mean, the only way to do this is to kill the destroyers and then win on points, but let's see how that's gonna work. We'll see, though. Where's your torps, man? You must have launched them at that cruiser.
Двигатель выведен из строя.
You fucking burn? How did that guy survive?
Вражеский эсминец
There are
подобный.
the torps.
Неполадки устранены.
This one-shot Kirov playing in the middle of the ocean. He just... whatever. He's a new player. He doesn't know what he's doing. If he wants to, like, be behind the island, then I can spot him once we capture the base, and he can just bomb on these guys, but... A pod with troops set up, I don't have any concealment on this guy, so it's going to be hard for me to outspot that other destroyer. He's a pretty low health play, though, or ship, I believe. Oh, well, whatever. I mean, like, he's just committing suicide. I'm going to push into 4 ships. It's one of those games. I mean, if Red is extremely negligent about capturing B, like, criminally negligent, then maybe we could win. I don't see it. I don't see any way. They would have to be so fucking unconcerned with trying to win the game that I don't see it. The ship to use when the aircraft carriers come out. I mean, I don't know anything about the AA really. It was a stat that they had in there briefly, and then they took it out because it was so irrelevant. It wasn't brief. It was about the first 6 to 9 months they had that stat in there. This guy can outspot me coming towards me. He can spot me before I can launch torps at him. That's how worthless these torpedoes are. And yet all the pod players you see, all the Minsk players, all the other Russians, it's like these guys are trying to torpedo. I don't know if we've launched torps this game or not, but if they were just... Why the fuck not? Might as well push the button. Like, the only time these torps are going to hit is if someone, like, comes right around this island and I can hit them point-blank range or something like that. See if I can reset that or not. No. Kind of interested in how this guy didn't have a smoke fire penalty.
Пожарная тревога. Установка дымов завершена.
Huh?
Неполадки устранены.
The fuck is spotting me? Oh, there it is. It was like my twisting track was pointing towards this guy. Yeah, whatever. It's not gonna work. Having a shit day. Oh, sorry to hear that, but glad we can help you with that a little bit. Easy solo warrior, yeah. That would have been a hell of a game. Somehow pulled that off. I don't think it was even possible. I mean, we couldn't prevent them from getting B, and they actually did get on B, so that's all they had to do. Let's see, I got time for maybe one more. And then I gotta get some shit done here. Orion. That's one I haven't played in a long time. But yeah, getting back to the DPM stats, like that's just one stat that just shows a slice of the pie. You know, it's like doing your HP and damage or doubling it or whatever. It's like sometimes that's a really useful metric, sometimes it's not as useful. Same thing with ship DPM, like yeah, on paper it says it's really high, but how easy are those numbers actually to achieve? That's the real question. USM is going to be nasty. Yeah, I think that's like one of the main US strengths. I know for like example, the Kid has like killer AA. I think like the first video I ever made on that, I shot down like 6 or 7 planes in that game. What would be a good one? Krasny Krim. Are we going low? No, not necessarily. I wish I did know what the next pickup premium was. I should tally that up here. I'm kind of feeling Fiji. Let's try that one. Yeah, tomorrow I'd say it's probably about a 75% chance we'll do a members only and maybe 25% just a regular stream. It's going to depend on how much work I can get done today. Either way, it should have a good time. Alright, what do we got here? Greece. Scharnhorst, Normandy, Nolans, Helena, 2 Fijis. Leander. Oh, look at all these cruisers. Interesting. Do I use as inspirations on Nelson? Why don't you ask me that? We'll probably do like a little wind down question and answer. Trying to remind me to check the build for you. Later American ships should have some of the best AA. Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, they had the AA stats in the game for a little while, but it was just, I don't know why they took them down. Maybe they were just took too much time to plug them in or something, since they weren't being used. Let's see here, we got a Belfast and a Logout. Now, this guy's gonna plop into a cloud. I don't know if this guy's gonna be inclined to spot or not. This guy's actually coming over here, though. If you ever play over here, just keep in mind you can get spotted through here. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but like if I'm trying to play behind this island, or like if I park right here thinking I'm clear to shoot, you know, if this guy's got a line of sight through there, he'll still get spotted. Let's see, we might as well get on the cap. That's, oh, he turned. Let's see if that hits him. Ooh. Kind of did it to yourself, man. Uh-oh. This guy's coming in really aggressively. Yeah, I knew we weren't going to get any spotting over here. Where is that destroyer? Oh my god, dude. If I could pick... Look at the map right now. If he was on, like, this edge of B, like right there, you could spot that entire flank. Oh, shit. Ah, we're done. Whoops. This guy actually might have just saved our ass. Thought I'd be dead by now.
Problem solved, sir.
Let's see. Alright. Technically, this guy, the Great Out Cruiser there, could come right up here and just wreck us. I don't know what it was. That's an interesting play, though, that normally it would be a little aggressive, but I think with this setup, since we're all kind of clumped up here into this zone right here, they can flank pretty hard and fuck us up. There he is right there. What is spotting? It's probably this fucking thing. Oh. Nope. Now we could maybe shoot through there. Alright, I'm really worried about this thing. Whatever the hell it is. If I'm that cruiser... If I'm that cruiser that's right over here, I'm moving forward and flanking this entire flank. Oh, this guy's countering that thing. Let's see if he kills himself or not. Looks like he's gonna. Dude, why are you pushing right into 3 fucking cruisers, man? Holy shit, dude. I hate these fucking destroyer players that kill themselves for no reason. I don't hate them, but I get really annoyed by them. We'll give them 3 cheers for that one. It's like I'm bored by this game 5 minutes into it, I'm just gonna throw it for the entire fucking team for no reason. I'm pretty sure that's the thought process. There's no other rational explanation for what just happened. Nice. Might push in, we'll see. God, that's annoying. Well, we got caps, so we gotta get on B. That just made it so much fucking harder to possibly win this thing for no reason, just because he was bored. It's like, I've had enough playing this game, I'm just gonna end it all. Yeah, I don't see how we can possibly win this one. These guys they're all tethered to each other, so we're gonna have a hard time making plays with that group. Let's see if I can drop spot and capture this or not. Problem is I have no idea where that destroyer is. He could be in this gap, he could be up here. Oh. There you are, you little bitch. This thing's got me pinned, but I don't think he knows I'm there. Oh yeah, it is. Never mind. He's all over me. I mean, the good news is they're beating the shit out of him in terms of team HP and shit count, so that's the secondary scoring mode that you want to focus on for domination mode, but it is still a valid way to win the game. You always got to remember that. The problem is, if you concede the passive income aspect of the game, sometimes you can't come back from that. Where this guy is. I don't understand why they're asking for support and shit. Like, you're 2v4, you got a 2-ship advantage. One of the enemies is a one-shot. But you're out of position, you're not, like, in position to get a cap or affect the scoring that way. I'm not sure what you need help with. You're right there! You fucking capture it. Yeah, we can't give up B. I gotta stay here, unfortunately. I want to get rid of this. Problem is this lander could pop up anywhere. There. Oh, shit. Now I gotta move forward. If that destroyer is right next to me and one-shots me, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
This thing needs to die. Alright. That should be the game right there. Once that battleship's gone, then the one-shot threat is gone. Okay, fuck.
À tous les bâtiments. Cible. Fire.
Alright. I just don't want to be too aggressive here because I don't think they have enough time to win this at this point, but you never know. You never know with these guys. Oh, shit. I better kill this thing.
Torpedoes direct front.
Like, if you're going down and you're trying... Oh my god, he missed. What the fuck happened with these? Normally I'd be dead right there and I'd be deciding to kill the land or the Gaiety.
Fire.
When can make a case for the Anda there, but
Enemy destroyer sunk.
you gotta look at it from your team's perspective. Who are they gonna have more of a hard time dealing with when you're dead?
Target penetrated.
Oh my god. CVs are like naval shorthand for aircraft carriers.
Our team has taken the lead.
I mean, sometimes these clumps, if they're, as long as they're not stationary and they're moving around, then sometimes they work. I mean, there's no like. No real threat of crossfires or anything from this group, but oh, you got a Kraken, nice. Good job. That one seemed a little difficult to me. I don't know if you could tell watching or not. We had to capture 2 bases. Outscored the guy with the Kraken by 700 points, but we'll take it. Chalk that up to a good game for that guy. Not a bad score for our team. Were you in that one, DB? Alright. Hey, Greg, what's happening? Just got back from work. Ooh, Lorenzo wants the Odin. No, I gotta get going here. Why don't we do some build questions or whatever for a couple minutes? Do it in OnlyFans? That's a great idea. Is there a market? That's the question. Oh yeah, Nelson. Alright, let's see. Now this one, it's not a fully developed build because I think that's fine. I would play the Nelson mostly AP focused. Now, let me just put it this way. I haven't finalized this build and I haven't, I don't play it just on the Nelson. Like I eventually want to have it applicable to about half my British battleships. I think the Nelson would probably be one of them. But I play them a little bit different than your average Joe. By the way, you know what I was noticing the other day is I barely ever see King George anymore. And it used to be all the time you would see that ship. Have you guys noticed that? But anyway, like, the inclination is to set up one commander for like the quote-unquote HE battleship. And I know I'm a little contrarian, but I try and resist the urge to shoot HE even on these good British battleships as much as possible, because I still think the AP, if you get the shots, that was the best results we've had on stream for a while, I'll tell you that. 3 and 1, 4 and 2, 5, 6, 7, 7 and 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 3, I believe. Much less aggravating. How do you run the Tashkent? Well, I've got a new build on that one too. Right now I got, because traditionally I've run troops on my Russian destroyers, okay? Because they're gun focused. I don't believe in putting any concealment into them. You can debate that, whether that's correct or not. That's fine, but I got a pure gunboat build. I like the build. I think it's fun to play. But you got Leningrad, you got Tashkent, and those of you that get Ognovoy will have that one too. There's ships in the line or in the fleet that can be torpedo based. Now, initially I was going to put Gurren up into that. I mean, Gurren I've had since the Founders Edition because it came with the Gremiashi FE. So I've had this guy for a long time. Never really leveled him up just because there's only one ship and there was obviously more important, more pressing needs for the promotion orders. But until these this guy and this guy came out. I was planning on using him as a torpedo setup, and you can get a pretty good result there. Not a bad build. I mean, you got to do one or the other, right? But the Splendentio guy, I mean, you take some damage here, that cuts your torp reload down. This thing's nuts. I mean, this is just a solid commander. So anyway, I'm going to put him up to run the torpedo setup. My philosophy with the commander is I just like to have a build and then set it and forget it. Like, I haven't looked at my Sims build for 6 months. That's just how I like to do it. But if you got multiple different playstyles within the line, then you need multiple commanders to accommodate that. As far as the Tashcan itself, we got secondary mod, steering gears is fine. I was actually looking at this last night, because normally on destroyers I like this. And then I briefly looked at the stats. I mean, the steering gears, the steering without this is the worst at the tier. And it's over 5, which is usually a little bit higher than I wanted for destroyers. Even with that thing on there, it's still 4.4. But I gotta play that once or twice with the intention of figuring out, do I need the prop mod? Because usually, except for the British destroyers, I almost always have prop mod. I'm just almost certain I took that off and put that on there instead. And I don't remember if I like that yet or not. Concealment, though, if you're going to set up with torps, I mean, you should put the concealment on there anyways, even if you're running a gunboat build, because you got the incoming fire dispersion, which helps out quite a bit. And then torpedoes. Even if I didn't have a torpedo philosophy on this, I'd still put this here, because I don't like increasing traverse speed on these Russians. They're already really bad. So that's how I got it set up. I'm fine with the build in terms of the ship. I just want to double check slot 2 or play around with that if you're looking to build your own. Why would a Russian commander have an Italian name? Which one are you talking about? Splendentio? Splendento? Yeah, it's... You're reading too much into it. Let's see if this guy's bios. Sergio never wanted any of this. It's like the guy who was writing the shit was like, that was a subconscious thought. Like, I didn't sign up for writing these bios. Sergio never wanted any of this. When the apocalypse... I can't even get through this. When the apocalypse hit, he was trekking in the mountains, looking for spiritual enlightenment. Oh my God. So he missed the event. Seeing that fuel was becoming the most important commodity in the world and people were slaughtering each other to obtain it, he knew he had to do something about it. Chemist by trade, he turned his gaze to dangerous experiments. Dude, if this dude could make a fucking synthetic fuel out of thin air, he should have done that before the war. Maybe that would have stopped the war, because the war is probably over oil. So this guy really fucked up. Fortunately, the fuel had a few teeny-weeny side effects. It was insanely toxic, volatile, and explosive. Oh, shit. So explosive, in fact, that it worked as a great weapon of mass destruction. Wow, that was an unfortunate side effect. Which sounded good to the Claw. Who the fuck is the Claw? A nefarious warlord famous for countless killings and pillaging. He wanted that fuel's recipe and he sent his people to get it. They ambushed Sergio, stole the recipe, and left him to die. He managed to survive, albeit barely. Now he's trying to get the recipe back and stop the Claw's men from profiting. So he joined the Navy, the Russian Navy, become a destroyer commander, and now he's out there on the high seas trying to get a stolen recipe, which is part fuel, part WMD. I mean, there's not enough weed in the world for me to come up with some shit like that. I don't know what you gotta be on to. Do I play an Xbox? No. I'm actually considering switching to Xbox, but I think that would end my days covering this game, because they would not... I've had this conversation in my mind with them where I'm like, can you guys set up my account? I know you're not going to do that for in the general public, but I either got to quit the game or you guys got to set up my account, and they'd be like, well, if we do it for you, then we're gonna have to do it for everyone. So sayonara. So I don't mind giving up a lot of the ships. You know, it would suck losing all the premiums, but it's the year and a half worth of commander builds that if I had to start over on that, I don't think I'd continue to play the game. So if I get PlayStation 5, I'd do it just for this game. Or I'm not in a mad rush to get consoles. I'm just assuming you guys are going to expect the improved graphics at some point. I just put a shit ton of money into the computer, though, which I haven't really even got set up yet. But in terms of the consoles, if I wasn't on YouTube, I would buy the Xbox because I'm more interested in Bethesda games. In terms of games that I would buy, those are really the only ones that I care about these days. Maybe I would play Call of Duty at some point again in the future, but Starfield I'm interested in. We don't know what that's about, but Elder Scrolls 6 for sure. Those are going to be the two Bethesda games next gen, and it's possible they're exclusive to Xbox, or they're going to come out earlier. Anyway, so this guy invented nuclear power. Yeah, I don't just imagine starting over. It would be a disaster. Like that, there's no way I could do it mentally. Now you guys are really generous with your support of this channel, so I can see justifying buying the PlayStation just to continue covering this game for you guys. And then maybe getting the Xbox when those games come out. Or I could just play them on the PC, since they're one-player games. It doesn't really matter what I play them on. And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now, is maybe just getting the PS5 just to cover this. And any other games that I want to cover, and then just, if I do coverage of the Bethesda games, just do them through the PC. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, I guess is the moral of the story, but if you want to know my consoles evolution, I started off on Nintendo, got Super Nintendo, got Nintendo 64, and GameCube, I think was my last Nintendo. And GameCube, didn't really enjoy it that much. Then I got Xbox 360, basically just to play Oblivion. I played that game so much. But I used to play Call of Duty on Xbox 362. I was actually one of the top... I was ranked in the top 100 for ranked mode in Call of Duty back in the Call of Duty 3 era. Modern Warfare 1, if you were playing then, I killed the fuck out of you. Played about 3 or 4 Call of Duties, and then finally I was like, I've already played this game for thousands of hours. Why do I keep buying the same game over and over again? Because it was the same game, just with new maps. So I stopped playing Call of Duty, then I got PlayStation. Why did I switch to PlayStation? Oh, because I didn't like the Xbox when they were going to launch. They were threatening to have a microphone that you couldn't turn off like you have in your cell phone now. Back then, you could still evade that intrusion of your privacy if you tried. So I tried to continue to evade that invasion of my privacy by switching to PlayStation. Sounds like next gen, you're just going to be fucked. There's going to be microphones all over it, so that's not something you can really take into account anymore. Let's get salty. Get both. I mean, here's the problem. I don't want both of them. And I'm not 100% sure I want either of them. I mean, I just want to continue growing this channel. And since basically 98% of my content that's viewed these days is currently around this game, then that's a strong incentive to continue covering it. Long term, I do want to kind of branch out and start covering some other stuff just so I don't have all my eggs in this basket. But that's neither here nor there at the moment. Genesis? I never owned in Genesis. I had some friends that had the first one. Oh, you had all the consoles, damn. I mean, I always had like a DOS PC too. I'm not throwing that in the mix, but like my dad was for the 80s, he was really advanced with his computer knowledge, so he would like set up a home page for me so I could hit like 1 and it would go to like Duke Nukem Or if I hit 2, it would go to like whatever that helicopter game was that we were talking about a few months ago on here. Stylo played it as well. I can't remember what it's called. Connect. Big Brother is watching, unfortunately. Do you think the people will be able to get audio from your streams and send it to Sony? What do you mean? Oh, for the reporting. Well, I'm not going to be in parties. I mean, basically what they're saying is like we're recording all the audio all the time, which we should have already assumed that was the case. But now if you're reported, then they have like audio evidence that they can analyze. I'm not inclined to play with parties with people that are going to report me. Like, I don't play with random people ever. I don't have time to play with the 30 people that ask me every day to play with me. So I'm not really that concerned about PlayStation 5 from a reporting standpoint. Even though I think that's bullshit. But there's various reasons. I mean, the availability of the Bethesda games is the main reason I'd be... If I was doing it from a pure consumer standpoint, I would be all over Xbox this generation. Oblivion guides. I mean, I want to play Oblivion. I just don't think anyone would watch videos of it these days, but it would be dope to go through that game again. We'll see what happens. Number one, I have my PC set up, and why I'm not streaming through it yet is now I figured out I have to actually change my living room setup to get this going. And I probably have to buy another TV, so I don't know. This is getting out of control, this whole thing. Well, I'm still working on improving everything for you guys. What's up, CDM? How you doing? Your daddy sounds cool doing that for you? Yeah, it was actually pretty cool. I mean, like DOS, you guys all know what it is. It's when you hit the command prompt, but that used to be the only way you could get games going. And like I was just a little, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old. Probably wasn't going to be a DOS master at the time, so... But you could get on the internet back before like people really knew what the internet were and like get games that way and stuff. Yeah, that is bullshit. God knows them. It's really, I mean, that's happened to me at work on my work computer. Like I was showing this chick I work with a pair of shoes that I bought like years ago. And then ever since then, the ads on all those work computers have been like shoe related. But yeah, the microphone stuff, it just bothers me to the core. I'm not meant to be alive in the upcoming time period where technology's all around us, because I don't have the constitution for that. I'm not gonna do well for the next 30, 40 years. It's gonna be a problem for me. What's up, Oscar? How you doing? The problem with the new generations, basically, with these consoles, is they're saying to get like the most out of it, you need a 4K TV, basically. So now we're talking about another $1,000 on top of the console price. And like at that point in time, you're already $1,500 into it. Now I just put together like a really nice PC for about $2,000. I think it's nice. It seems nice to me. But I'm pretty sure I could play like any game right now at pretty good settings and probably stream it at good settings. So I don't know. We'll see. Talking about getting a car, now you're getting car ads. Yeah, that sucks, man. Anyway, I gotta get rolling here. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Like I said, stay tuned. Tonight I'll probably try and announce something on you know what I'm talking about, the community tab on the YouTube. I'll try and say which stream we're going to do, just so you guys can plan ahead that are interested, but leaning towards a members stream, just to get some games in with you guys. If not, I'll just do a normal stream, but I'll try and keep you guys appraised of that. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We had a great turnout again, once as normal. Let's see. Then we had Carlos coming in hot. Right off the bat, we had Jay donating, Charles donating. You guys are very, very generous. Soviet, Luke, Nukem, Philippe. And then we had Randall joining the members, a Sims member. Oh, and Sims members, I should have a video up. Hopefully tonight or else tomorrow I'll get one up. I think I got a good game that we can check out on the Sims member video for this week. 4K TVs are getting cheap. Yeah, $200. Wow, that's pretty good. Listening for product names. I mean, if you want to end global warming, like from what I hear, these huge data centers where they're storing like terabyte after terabyte of like your recorded conversations generate way more pollution than like all the dirty autos, the dirty cars driving around. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But you know, if we actually want to stop this global warming thing, I think hoarding a lifetime worth of data and recorded shit needlessly just so Google can tailor their ads to you better is kind of a stupid thing, but that's a little out of my pay grade. Yeah, I'll check it out, Stella. I mean, I guess I haven't really looked into the TV thing. Forgot your password, can't donate. Alright. Well, I appreciate you guys all hanging out. Hopefully you have the rest of the, or a great rest of the weekend if I don't run into you. If I do see you again tomorrow, then we'll see you again tomorrow.